Hola amigos! So for today's mukbang, I have something really cool because I'm already like salivating. I have vegan, this is like vegan jerky. So it's actually beans. They used, oh no, it's wheat flour. They used wheat for this. And then I have another type of vegan jerky, and here they used beans, and it looks like dog food, I know, but it's so yummy, guys. So I'm going to open this up later, and it's vegan jerky. Isn't that cool? So I have vegan jerky, and then here I have rice cake sandwiches, and inside there is seaweed and hummus or hummus. And then here behind it all I have oranges, which are super sweet. So let's just get started. Alright, I'm going to move it to the side. Let's try these jerkies first. These jerkies are like jerkies. Do you say jerkies or this jerky? I don't know. This one is so spicy. Both of them are really spicy, but this one you can almost like not handle it. It's so spicy. What I love about it, it has the same texture as real jerky. So chewy. And the reason why I found out about this were because my aunt's students, my aunt is a teacher, and her students always eat these. So my aunt wanted to try it out one day, and we tried it out, and I almost passed out. These ones were the ones we tried, and I almost passed out from the yumminess. It was so good. Because it's like vegan meat, but in a jerky form. I love it. You should definitely try this out. This is a Japanese brand. So good. I know these sandwiches are so weird that there's seaweed and hummus in it, but I promise you, if you guys can find rice cakes, hummus and seaweed, try the combo. It's so good. Oh, it's so spicy. And these rice cakes aren't just any normal rice cakes. These are salt and vinegar rice cakes. It's a bit messy though. Oh my god, I love that combo. That is so good. I don't know if you guys can notice, but oh my god, I'm shaking. I'm so hungry. But I'm actually just chewing on my right side because my wisdom tooth is growing again, so it hurts to chew on the left side. Oh my god, it's so good. Guys, I know I usually don't do story times in my mukbangs, but before filming, I'm always thinking about what I should talk about. And today, let's open this one up so I can eat this while I eat the cakes. The sandwiches. Look at that. It's way thinner. And it has more of a sweeter taste to it. So spicy as well, but way sweeter. It's also chewier. I don't know if any of you guys still go ding dong ditching. Ding dong ditching is basically something I feel like kids in the early 2000s did more than people do now. Basically you go in somebody's store, a stranger's store, you ding dong on it and then you ditch. So you ding dong and then you go away, and you hope not to get, you know, caught. Back in the day, when I was younger, internet was very slow, and even when you could go online, all we did on the internet were like going on Google, searching for Google images. It was the coolest thing ever when we did that before, but we would always get so annoyed because it was so slow. It would take like 5 minutes for the page to load. So my friends and I, for fun, we would usually be outside. So something we love doing was ding dong ditching, and I know it's quite bad to go ding dong ditching. It's not so nice to do to your neighbors. But we just enjoyed being rebels. So one day we decided to go ding dong ditching at my neighbor's. Like, I was living with my mom on the second floor in Sweden, and on the first floors on all of the apartments in that complex, I feel like mostly people on the first floor, people who lived there were old people. I guess it's so that they don't have to walk up the stairs. And there was also a retirement home in front of us. So anyways, there was this one neighbor I had. Was always very cranky, angry, and was this typical, you know, old man who hated everyone. So my friends and I had the best genius idea to go to his door and ding dong ditch. So what we did was, one of my friends went to the door, one of my friends stood outside because there was another door to get into the complex, the apartment complex. So she stood there and held up the door so the person who rang the bell could easily run out. And I got ready to open up my door to our apartment so that we could hide. And it was the worst idea to hide in my apartment, by the way. So anyways, my friend rang on the bell several times. And then my other friend, don't remember who, she stood so close to the window of the man and she pointed the dirty finger at him. And I was like, oh my god, what are you doing? And that's like so rude to do. And the guy, I mean the old man, got so angry. And as my friend who was ding dong ditching ran away, he ran after her. And so all of us, we were like 4 friends, I think. All of us, instead of running, you know, far away from him, we just ran up the stairs to my apartment. That was quite stupid because he was able to catch up to us really quickly. All of us came into my apartment, we slammed the door, and he was like 1 meter away from us. And my mom was inside. And we hid behind the doors and everything inside of the apartment. And we told my mom not to open the door. And my mom looked through the, you know, the little hole on your door where you can like peek outside, peeking hole, whatever you call that. And she saw that it was our neighbor. So she opened the door. Thanks, Mama. And she told her what we did. And we were so scared and embarrassed. I think we even cried. And my mom told us to tell him sorry. And I remember, like, we said sorry, I think. I don't remember. But I remember feeling so stupid that we went to my apartment. We should have just ran really far away because he would not have been able to catch up on us. And maybe he didn't see our faces because I know he knew my face. Because I'm his neighbor. So I don't know what we were thinking. My mom got mad at me, but I was such a good kid that I never got grounded no matter what I did. And also, oh, it's so spicy. My mom didn't believe in grounding. She didn't think you would learn anything from it. You know, when you ground your child, all you do is, you know, to tell them to come home after school and just stay in their room all day long. Nothing is going to, you know, I don't feel like it's going to help the child at all, because all they are going to be doing is getting mad at their parents. And I don't feel like grounding is the best punishment. But my mom had other punishments, which were very kind ones, because when I wasn't, you know, behaving right, all she would do, like, if we were planning on going to the amusement park the next day, all she would do, like, is if I did something she didn't like one time, These oranges, guys, are so sweet. Anyways, this mukbang turned into story time about my past. My mom, one day, I decided to prank her. And what I did was so gross. Basically, I did a really big fart. And I captured the fart in my hands. Like, I farted and then I collected it in my hands. And then I was like, Mama, do you want to smell this? And she was like, what is that? And I said, it smells really good, smell it. And I think she thought it was like soap or something. And so she was like, okay. And then when she smelled it, it smelled like fart, obviously. And she got so mad, and she said that we weren't going to go to the amusement park the next day. So I got so sad. And my mom gets, you know, she feels guilty very quickly. Oh no, we were supposed to go to the amusement park that day, and she didn't want to go because of that. But the next day, it was like later that night, on that same day where I, you know, made her smell my fart. And she's so nice that the next day, she decided to go to the amusement park anyways. So we just postponed it by a day. That is how nice my mom is, and that is how rough her punishments were. Like, just postponing an amusement park visit by a day. And growing up, I feel like until I was 12, you know, I lived in Sweden until I was 12. I feel like I wasn't really appreciating her, like how perfect she is. Like, I didn't appreciate it that much. I feel like growing up, because, you know, whenever she would say no to something, I would feel like she was like punishing me, and like sometimes she didn't want me to go swimming by myself in the sea, on the beach, you know, with my friends. And my other friends' parents would let them do crazy things, but my mom obviously wanted me to be safe. So all I could see was always, you know, seeing the negatives and the bad things I felt like she was doing. But I was so lucky to have her as my mom, because she would never ground me. She would never, you know, she was not like other parents who would ground their kids or not give their kids enough love. She's such a perfect mom, but I feel like I didn't realize it until we moved to the Philippines. Because when we moved to the Philippines, for the first whole year when we were there, I didn't really have any friends, so my mom was my only friend. Growing up in Sweden, we were very close, but I feel like in the Philippines we got so much, you know, closer, especially because I started speaking in Tagalog. In Sweden, I felt shy to speak Tagalog, so I forgot how to speak it. But I could understand it, so my mom would speak Tagalog to me, but I would just speak Swedish to her. Obviously in the Philippines, I had to speak Tagalog. Whenever I'm outside and I hear, like, especially when we were in Denmark or Sweden, parents who came from another country would speak to their children in Swedish, and their children would speak in Swedish to them. And then once in a while the parents would speak in their language, so whether that was Turkish or Tagalog or whatever, and the children would understand them. But I feel like it's so sad sometimes when their parents they want their kids to be better at Swedish because they live in Sweden and stuff, so they will speak in Swedish to their children. But something I feel like is sad about that is because the children will grow up only knowing one language, really, because they won't really learn their own language, the language of their parents, because the parents don't like speak that much to them in their language. So their children would grow up only understanding their language. I feel like I'm so lucky that my mom spoke Tagalog to me, because now, I mean, I learned Tagalog without studying the language. I just learned it because my mom spoke Tagalog to me. So if you're a parent, I feel like you should totally speak in your language to your children, because if you're like afraid that your child would not know whatever country you're in right now, like if you move to the Philippines, or if you move, like let's say you're from the Philippines and you move to the US, something a lot of Filipinos do is not speak Tagalog to their children. So you can see like a lot of half Filipinos on YouTube do not know Tagalog at all. And I feel like that is so sad, because they could have learned that and then they wouldn't have to learn it when they grow up, because a lot of them want to learn it once they are older, and they never really learn it properly, because it's hard to learn a language as an adult. Of course you can do it 100%, but it's so much easier when you're like growing up. I feel like it's so cool because I know 4 languages just because of us moving around, and also because my mom spoke the languages to me. I learned it I feel like I learned it in a free pass. I just learned it because I grew up around it, but I didn't learn it because I studied it, except for Danish, of course. Yeah, I just feel like it's so sad whenever I hear YouTubers say that they don't know Tagalog, but their parents are Tagalog, but the parents never spoke Tagalog to them. And I feel so sad for them, because they could have become, multilingual. This is my breakfast, by the way, guys. This is a weird breakfast. Those jerkies, it's so spicy, guys. Really spicy. Last one. It's so painful to eat, but it's so addictive. I can't even stop. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's mukbang. Please tell me down below what you guys ate, and tell me any of your thoughts down below. Please comment down below, subscribe to this channel, AriaVille, and turn on the post notifications. I can barely speak because it's so spicy. Turn on the post notifications so you know when I upload a new video, guys. Thanks, and please follow me on my social medias at AriaVille and V011. Thanks, guys. So yeah, thank you for watching. Gracias por ver, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Adios, amigos. It's so spicy. Again, is hyperventilating. It's quite tiring. Look like you're going to die. She looks like she's going to pass out. You can do it, Day. One step.